Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today I have a video all about what I learned while writing my debut novel. Alright, so today I just wanted to kind of go over a few of the things that I learned while writing my debut novel. This is the first time I had tried to do something quite like this, so there was a lot of things that I learned along the way, and I just want to share some of those with you. One of the things I learned along the way is it doesn't have to be perfect. Let that first draft just flow. Get your story out on the page. I think I spent a little too much time in that first drafting phase, trying to make sure every word I picked was perfect, everything was exactly how I wanted it. I would be like stuck at points because I wanted it to be worded so well. And it's like, because I hadn't gotten to the editing part yet, I didn't realize how much changes happen. So it's get those words out on the page. The writing is in the rewriting, so the edits are very important. So just let yourself tell the story. Give yourself permission to just let it be what it is and build from there. Another thing I learned, everyone feels imposter syndrome. I don't care who you talk to. They could be one of the most successful authors you're looking at. Everyone feels imposter syndrome at some point. You're doing this great big task that seems almost like unsurmountable, and you're like, oh my god, you just kind of feel like, oh, I can't do this. It's, who do I think I am? But at the end of the day, we all feel like that. Everyone has those moments, but when you're sitting down, you're doing the work, remember, you're deserving of all that comes with it. You can call yourself a writer, you can call yourself an author. Once you do that, you're doing the work. It doesn't matter how much, someone else may have, their experience, their success. If you're doing it, give yourself the credit. Another thing that I've kind of discovered is, no one can tell your story but you. I was always so worried about do I have this element that might be somewhere else, or I wanted to kind of do something that no one else has done, and all ideas have been done in some sort of way. Like they say, there are no new ideas, and they say ideas are cheap. So I know there's so many new authors and new writers who are always worried about putting their ideas out there because someone might steal them, but no one is going to come at that idea the same way that you would. That's why you could take a writing prompt and give it to 500 people and you'll get 500 different stories starting in that same place, that same kernel, that same nugget of an idea. So yeah, don't worry so much about similarities in your work because you're making things your own. Unless, you're trying to do a fan fiction where you're in that world, that's, obviously there are going to be some similarities. But when you have an idea, your spin is what makes it unique. Another thing I learned is your story will grow as you write, at least for me. I mean, I did outline my book, but there was room for growth, and the more I was in that world and as I was writing and diving into it, new things would blossom, like, oh, here's this, and then I would connect new things. So I think I wasn't fully expecting that or prepared for that the story would grow as I was writing it, because I thought I had kind of everything down, but then as I was writing it and in that world, new little things kind of popped up and I'm like, oh, well, that makes sense. And it kind of just developed even more as I was working on it. So that was something I totally wasn't expecting. Another thing I learned is you have to love your story. I mean, it seems very, obvious, but if you don't love your story, no one else is going to love your story. And also in the parts when it gets hard to do the work and hard to write, because writing is not easy. It seems easy to an outsider that you just sit and type away, but we all know there's more to it. But I think the love of your story and wanting to be out there is that passion that keeps fueling you. So you have to be in love with your story, and that's what will keep you going. Another thing I learned is just how wonderful the writing community is. I don't really have any in-person writing friends, but I just got to meet so many cool people through YouTube and social media, and it's just such really cool the connections you get to make with people who are all on a similar path and love the same thing that you do, and you can learn so much from each other, and everyone, for the most part, is very supportive of each other. So the writing community rocks. I'm happy to be part of it and hope to grow with it even more as I continue on in this fun writer journey. And finally, the last thing that I think I really learned is what a reward rewarding challenge it was. I just, I knew it was going to be hard, I knew it would be fun, and I'd be really proud of myself, but I don't think you can fully understand until you're like sitting there holding your book in your hands and like you've done it and it's right there, and just all that time and energy and there's sacrifices. Like instead of coming out this night, I'm like, oh, I'm gonna stay home and write, and it's so rewarding to when you finally have that finished product and now it's out in the world and people are reading it and enjoying it. I don't think I was fully prepared for how wonderful that it actually felt and how rewarding it was going to be. Alright, that is about all I have today for this video. If you liked the video, please like, subscribe to my channel, leave a comment down below. If you want to check more of me out, follow me on social media. I am on everything. You can also find me on my website at brentparati.com. And also, if you want to help support me and my writery journey, check out my Redbubble Store. I got fun writerly merch, readerly merch, and stuff that has to do with my books, like Desert of Dreams. And until next time, we'll see you later. Bye.